Alright, making a video. Sort of in between economics videos, kind of a end of the roundup video in the next phase, Larry Summers nonsense. Yes, let's get into perpetual debt forever and ever. It makes sense now. I'll say a quick thing on that. People really just don't get it. Issuing bonds is the same thing as taxing somebody, in the sense that, except it's stupider. Obviously, you got to pay rent on it forever. Obviously, it consumes. When the government puts a bond on the market, it consumes investment capital that would be invested in some kind of new and innovative thing and all this kind of crap. So, issuing a bond is the same as just taking the money, all right, and investing the money. It's consuming investment. And if you're going to consume investment, you might as well pay for it in the beginning, get it over with, and not pay perpetual interest so that you borrowed the money at a huge and preposterous fee. Why pay rich people? Let's just stop paying them, and then they'll go away. I mean, it's just stupid. It's a stupid premise that we win by borrowing money. It's stupid, and it's stupid to think that it somehow does the rich any good, or it does anybody any good. It's bad for everyone. It's bad for the poor, and it's just as corrosive to investment opportunities and investment capital and all that crap. So this is, unless you want to get into a whole conversation about leverage and the fact that people are borrowing on borrowing on borrowing on borrowing, which shouldn't be legal anyway. Anyway, so Mariana is who I want to, just this snarky shit. Put up or shut up, okay? Make videos so I can do snarky shit on your videos and not pay attention to them and not listen to them. I mean, I had a whole protracted conversation with the modern mystic there, not protracted, but it was in the conversation about digital currency. He mentioned his favorite, whatever, girly on the subject. And that, it's perfectly possible that in the future we won't have to use physical cash as much, that our cash can be converted into digits. It can sit in a vault somewhere and the digits could be released and we can have the digits in the economy and blah, 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 blah. And so I had this whole conversation. I said, I like digital money. I said all this shit. And she posted this stupid comment, and then, I'll read it, and then it's just a stupid, annoying, irritating, patronizing shit comment. It's just crap. Just as people more and more purchase digital music rather than CDs. Oh yeah, we didn't know that, did we? No, shit, I haven't been on the internet for 20 years. The same way will go your cash. It's predicted by many that possibly within 10 years we will be a cashless society. Yeah, it won't be cashless, it's just that you'll have digital money. And you'll have digital money that'll have different integrity. Some of the money will be crap money, and some of the money will be really good money. And my point is I will choose to have good money. I don't want corporate money. I don't want company money. Okay, I'm going to go with real money, government money. Perhaps using your smartphones to pay for everything. Well, I'm never going to have a smartphone. They already do this in places like Hong Kong. Yeah, and I'm not opposed to that. And I basically said, yeah, let's make it all efficient, but we shouldn't be paying fees on it to fucking corporate scumbags. I said those words. Yeah, you'll get direct deposit from your employer. Yeah, well, I don't need direct deposit from my fucking employer, but whatever. Pay everywhere you go, even online with your phone. There are apps that already do this. Yeah, well, again, it doesn't even have to be that complicated. A money transfer is not that complicated as long as you make it secure, and that we can do. So if we want to do it, we can do it. And never touch a single dollar bill. If you miss cash, there's always museums. Winky face. Again, I didn't make any argument that I have anything particularly to love about physical bills. The conversation was about Federal Reserve money being different, cash money being different than digits made by banks. Bank money versus Federal Reserve money, and whether we need a standard and whether we need to have a currency. And my argument for a currency was that it provides this translation medium to monetize things and that it's basically the standard. A standard is always going to exist. Federal currency is the standard, and it's a pretty good standard because it's been controlled. And so anyway, there she has a little conversation with some guy who just basically points out you're being an asshole. And then she comes back and says, oh, well, I didn't mean there wouldn't be a Federal Reserve, and I didn't mean there wouldn't be cash. I just meant it would be digitized, which is exactly what I was talking about in the video. So again, your comment was just a snarky piece of shit. Thank you very much for petty crap as a contribution. Bravo. Some other guy brought up the $700 billion in bonds that the Fed had previously bought before this current round of QE, and the operative word here is bought. They previously purchased those bonds. Okay, so it's a little bit different when you produce the actual currency. So that currency actually went into circulation. So I don't have the chart for the money in circulation over the last 40 or 50 years, but it probably goes something like this, you know. And yes, those purchases created cash that went into the world. They didn't create reserve digits that sat in reserve accounts. They created reserve digits that were liberated and became cash in the economy. So they were paid for. They weren't made out of borrowed digits, which is a huge difference. Not that I would suggest we should buy outright $4 trillion worth of security. So again, this is it's an amount of magnitude. And as I have argued, the money supply should be increased to create a perpetual little bit of inflation. There should always be a little bit of inflation to create an atmosphere where nobody wants to hoard cash. Cash shouldn't become a commodity. It's a transaction currency, and it should remain a transaction currency. It shouldn't be like gold or oil or everything we have just about that has been commoditized, and therefore we pay 4 times more than we should for it because it's been turned into an investment vehicle. You think gold at its natural price is $1,500? $1,600? You think that's its natural price? And why would you make something a standard that has an unnatural price of $1,600 an ounce? Anyway, you know, relative to oil and everything else. Anyway, enough said, I believe. I don't know why somebody spammed James's little Google Plusing thing. But anyway, so yeah, that's enough. That's all. It's a short video, hopefully. It's shorter than most. And then I'll get to the Larry Summer things in more detail. He's not very useful. I don't think he's very bright, or I don't think he's saying anything that means anything to me anyway. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I didn't find him at all interesting. So, until next time, such.